Hi, my name is Carlene, solo traveler extraordinaire, and in this vlog I am sailing on Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas, and in just a few days I'm diving into everything from relaxing at the adults only Hideaway Beach Club to experiencing the energy of a real Junkanoo celebration in Nassau. Plus I'm trying out specialty dining at Sabor and giving you the full vibe of the ship, what's worth it, what surprised me, and what I'd skip next time. So if you're thinking about cruising solo or just curious about what a short getaway is really like, then come along. Good morning from Radiance of the Seas. We are doing our first ever side-by-side with Royal Caribbean, and I am heading over, let's see, where is she? Can't find her. There, I see it. To Liberty of the Seas. This is my first side-by-side. So I'm gonna show you the process of how to get from one ship to another. It's a big day here in Airport Canaveral with several ships in port. And I don't think I've ever seen an open ship before. So let's see, it's our next embarkation day, cruise number 44, heading to Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas for a 3-night Bahamas cruise. Come along. So we have Liberty of the Seas over there at dock 18. I've never seen Viking before. Disney is all the way out there. And then there are a couple ships behind me. I see there's Celebrity Reflection and one more ship that I can't see. I'm guessing it must be like Silver Sea or something. So it'll be interesting to see how they get us from here to all the way over there. When I first embarked upon Radiance, we were in the same spot as the Viking ship is. So that was gonna be a quick, will look like a quick transfer. Now we have a little bit of a distance, so it'll be interesting to see how we get over there and where else we have to stop. Oh, that's Holland America Rotterdam over there. Cool to see. Okay, from peer-to-peer transfers, when you come out of the Customs Border Control, you're gonna hook a right. And come see where this stand is here. There should be an assistant helping you. So you tell me to stand here and wait and see for a little bit. I'm waiting, I guess, for our shuttle. And it has my ship name on it and everything. So seems pretty, so far so good. Pretty efficient. Okay, so I've been out here since, I don't know what time it is now. Let's see. It is currently 9:35. I probably got out here around 9-ish. I would say don't rush out. It says meet here at 9:15, but we've been pretty much waiting. The way that the shuttle service works is the shuttle may be coming from Miami. Those ships there, it's basically working a bunch of terminals, or it's coming from Reflection over or something. But yeah, it's not gonna be here at 9:15. Because it's usually just only a handful of folks who are kind of waiting to make transfers to other cruise ships. So I guess they're gonna just take us all at once, and they're kind of waiting for the ships to clear. I don't know, but I would just say, like, I know I was kind of like, all right, let me rush and go down, and I've just been standing here. So, and where you stand, it's not really anywhere to sit. It's nowhere near covered, but luckily it's not a hot day. So if you are transferring with people who can't stand a long time or are heat sensitive or don't got no patience, because that's a thing too, just stay on the ship a little longer. Okay, this bus is for Miami International as well as Miami Cruise Port, which I did not know they do peer-to-peer to the Miami Cruise Port, which is good to know. But keep asking for clarification because it's a little confusing. So, enough for the getaway bus, so just ask the questions over and over again. Alright, Liberty has the zigzag mountain entrance to the embarkation. I'm happy to see the end. Whew. Almost there. That was like 4 layers of zigzags. Whew. All right, let's find the muster station. All right, we're on board. Muster is complete, and here's the first look at the Royal Promenade. Alrighty, we are officially on board the cruise that will get me to Diamond, Liberty of the Seas, and I decided to park it here in the solarium until our rooms are available. So here's what the solarium is like. So you got a rocking chair here, a huge whirlpool there. Liberty still has the wooden stairs, but I heard she's going to dry dock soon. Pretty much the solarium area. There is a pool in the middle. Let's take you around this way. Shower. A bunch of ships have these little nooks. I don't know what they're for. And then here is the pool area in the middle of the solarium. And there are seats. Enjoy your drink in the middle of the pool. I opted for lunch in the Windjammer buffet, and yes, of course it was crazy, but they had some nice Christmas decor. After lunch, it was time to head to the Lido for sail away. And I will say, this Royal Caribbean sail away actually had a little energy to it. This is a tour of the interior cabin 6237 on board Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas. So on the back of the door, you will find a good reminder about how to don your life vest, as well as emergency instructions, and a reminder for how to make the quickest exit and get to your assembly station, which will be A1. You have this magnet here, which will help you if you need some time to just decompress. You have your light switches here, some hooks to hang your items, and your closet here, which comes with a few hangers. This is where you find your safe, some shelves, and then of course your life vest. There is some storage above the closet. Should you need it, just don't forget that you put stuff up there. To your left will be the bathroom. You do have more hooks inside of here. You will have a shower that includes the cocoon style shower. Open and close that there. A rack at the top, towels, your toilet, washcloths, there's soap, a bath mat, a toilet bowl brush. Please use that. Don't streak the toilet for your roommate. Sanitary napkin disposals there. And inside you have a hair and body wash combination. Coming into the cabin, you have a European outlet, a couple American outlets. You do have a light switch there to turn on the lights. There are a set of drawers here, including a hair dryer, more drawers. There is a chair with a back and another drawer here that has information and some tissues. In case you can't find your tissues, they're probably there, as well as some room service menus. There is a chiller there. There's a small sofa here, a curtain that actually goes fully across should you not enjoy that light that sometimes comes from the door, or you need privacy while getting dressed. The beds are pushed together because it's just me. There is a mirror above the bed with a shelf above there. And then you have two lamps and a telephone across the nightstand. Here's your television there. And here's where you manipulate the thermostat. There's a hidden storage here. So that is your tour of interior cabin 6237, or just a general overview of what an interior cabin looks like here on Liberty of the Seas. If you want to book or find the right room for you, you can book it through me at seawithc@gmail.com, or hopefully this video just in general helps you with your vacation planning. Okay, so dinner tonight is at Sabor, which is again one of those rare specialty restaurants that are in the Royal Caribbean chain, which is, it's a Mexican restaurant. So I'm looking forward to trying their Mexican cuisine and maybe a couple of margaritas. Come along. So we are officially sailing away from Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale. Let's see who's in front of us. I see there's the Disney ship got out ahead of us. And it is a lovely evening today. It was so cold when I got here. December 15th is when I started kind of the two cruises. Stark contrast. It feels so good out here. So this is more like the holiday sailing I'm used to. And then even further out there you have probably little Radiance got out before us. We will be following each other around. Okay, off to dinner. Sabor is Royal Caribbean's vibrant Mexican restaurant serving bold flavors with a modern twist. From fresh tableside guacamole and handcrafted margaritas to flavorful tacos and sizzling specialties, this spot brings a fun fiesta vibe right to the ship. If you love fresh ingredients, colorful atmosphere, and authentic inspired Mexican cuisine, Sabor may be worth checking out, but let's see. So it starts with, you get guacamole. It sounds so fresh, smells so fresh. Fresh chips and pico de gallo. It already smells delicious, so I'm ready to get into it and eat. The margarita has arrived. This is a lot of food. I almost forgot that I ordered calamari. Okay, here are the tacos. Lots of toppings. I can't really see what the dish is. This is fish. That might be shrimp, and then it's barbacoa. The barbacoa is weirdly sweet. The fish taco is buried in cheese, which takes away some of the flavor. I'm just not a fish taco person. The tacos are having a strong showing at the moment, but so far I've enjoyed the guacamole. So far I've enjoyed the guacamole and salsa. These are supposed to be Mexican black beans and Mexican rice. Let's try these Mexican beans. They're not black beans. They're not refried beans. Like chili beans. Excuse me, I'm having so much reflux right now.
It's okay, I can eat some. Just with a lot.
So known for the beans. Okay. So far the best thing has been the chips and salsa and the guac. Here's a cheat code. Buy this online before you come. I got this for $20. It's now $40. So it's worth the experience. Okay, I think I'm enjoying the rice. I've been digging back into it as I wait for the snapper. And something has given me really bad reflux. So maybe that's why I'm not really enjoying this meal. I don't know. Also, correction on the beans. They are truly Mexican beans. They're supposed to be pincho. They're supposed to look like that. They're not refried fried or black beans. So had to look back at the menu and double check. So I think the issue is everything has the same flavor profile in the sense of all the tacos are doused with the same type of lettuce, the same type of cheese, same type of salsa or pico. And there's no like variation with the toppings. So I don't know. It just makes everything kind of taste the same with a different type of meat. Okay, so I got the pan fried snapper. Let's give it a taste. Whew, so much food. All right, the churros are here. All right, that was a lot of food at Sabor. I think that'll be a one and done experience for me. The best parts were the churros and the chips and guac and salsa. So I would love to just have a kiosk where I can get a margarita and a salsa. I wish there were more variety of margaritas, but it was cool to try, and I'm happy I caught it online for sale for like, I think 20 some odd dollars, half price, because it was $40 to buy it here on the ship. Alrighty, so let's continue to explore and check out and see what Liberty of Seas has to offer for the holidays. Alright, I'm gonna do something I have not done in a long time, and that is go to the solo traveler meetup. The solo meetup on Liberty of the Seas was held in the wine bar, and these ladies ended up being my road dogs for the rest of the trip. If you need assistance with planning your next cruise vacation, email me at travel@seaofthesea.com. It's Sea of the Sea. Thanks for traveling with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.